Hey, I'm Lindsay from Life, Love, and Sugar. You're gonna love these cutout sugar cookies for Christmas. I've been making them since I was a kid with my family, and I'm so excited to share them with our boys. I love being able to pick out the different shapes of cookies that you can cut out, and then decorating them. So this year the boys are too young to cut out their own cookies, but it's fun to get them in their little chairs at the counter, and they can watch what we're doing and play with some of the utensils, put them in their mouth because everything goes in their mouth these days. This recipe is super simple. There's just a handful of ingredients. They mix together really quickly. You don't have to refrigerate them, and you can just roll them right out, cut out the cookies, and bake them. To get started making the cookies, you want to cream your butter and sugar. That's an important part of the process because you're going to add air to the batter so it rises. Next, you're going to add an egg and vanilla extract. Plenty of vanilla because we want tasty flavor in these cookies. And once those are mixed in, we've got flour, salt, and baking powder. The dough will come together and be thick and kind of crumbly, then it'll form a full ball. Once that's done, go ahead and take out some of the dough and roll it out onto a silicone baking mat. As you're rolling out the cookies, I like to put parchment paper over top of them rather than having to flour the top of the cookie dough. It makes it really easy to roll them out so they're not sticking and you're not adding extra flour to the cookies that'll dry them out. I personally like doing it on my silicone baking mat because then once I'm done cutting out the cookies, I can just transfer that right onto my cookie sheet and put them straight in the oven. You want to roll the cookies out to between 1/8 and 1/4 of an inch thick. If they're too thick, they may spread a little in the oven. If they're too thin, they're going to be a little dry and firm. As you're using the cookie cutters, if you're going to do it right onto your silicone baking mat, you want to make sure to leave enough space between the cookies so that when you put them in the oven, they're not going to end up touching. If you need a little help removing some of the dough from the nooks and crannies, you can use a nice little offset spatula to remove those extra bits. The dough that you pick up, you can just add back to the other dough that's still in your bowl, mix it all together, and make your next batch of cookies. Once you've cut out the cookies, you can transfer them over to your baking sheet and put them in the oven and bake them for anywhere between 6 and 8 minutes. You can keep an eye on them, but you want to catch them right before they start to brown on the edges, unless you like a lightly browned edge. And then pull them out, let them cool on the cookie sheet for a few minutes so they firm up, because otherwise they'll still be a little soft and hard to transfer over. Once they're ready, transfer them over to the cooling rack and let them cool. These cookies are great for parties and cookie exchanges. They also make wonderful gifts. They're so cute the way they're decorated. These are favorite sugar cookies for the holidays. I hope you enjoy them. Find the full recipe on lifeloveandsugar.com.